Okay, so Rabbi said we're about to start Oz Yashir Gavaldig Shiva Sayam, which I think we'll spend a couple of moments just on explaining and understanding the godless of what we're about to explain, and perhaps how important it is to implement this into our incredible tefillahs. The Beis Yosef in Simon Nun Aleph in Orach Chaim brings an Orchos Chaim, where he tells us that the portion of the Torah that discusses Klal Yisrael crossing the Yam contains many shemus. That means special names of the Rabbeinu Shalom. Some of them are explicit, and some of them are not so explicit. So, says the Beis Yosef B'Shem Orchos Chaim, it's very appropriate as the grand finale of Sukkot de Zimra to say the Shiva Sayam Oz Yashir, because we're showing that we are waiting and we are longing for the day that we will actually understand that all the Rabbeinu Shalom's names and shemus will be revealed, and it will be clear that they all are unified under the Yud Kei Vav Kei. The Chai Adam and the Mishnah Berurah both say that a person should say Shiva Sayam with tremendous simcha, and it's brought already from Rishonim, and we'll see in a minute a quote from the Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda in that case, that a person says the Chai Adam, says the Mishnah Berurah, the Alikach Chofetz Chaim, that a person should imagine himself that he is right now crossing the Yam Suf, and that's a Gavaldig Yisod to realize what's going on. In fact, the Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda, in his explanation of Oz Yashir, has an entire beautiful perek in explaining over here, and he goes on to explain, and he brings many Zohar Kodesh. I want to quote you a couple of things that are important. He says, Kol Barnosh, Da Oma Shirsa, Da B'chol Yoyma Mechavim Ba. Very important to today's shir. Anyone that says Oz Yashir and doesn't just say it, he concentrates, he understands in what he is saying, he knows the meaning. Zocha lemeimra lezimna dasi. He will be zocher to say Oz Yashir in the next world, in Olam Haba, when Mashiach comes. That's an amazing thing. Why? And he brings a raya, the Zohar says, because in Oz Yashir are the praises of that which Hashem already did miracles, and that which He will do. And it says Leimar. Leimar means saying. Saying means I'm going to say. If that's the case, says the Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda, that if a person says Oz Yashir every day with the correct kavanah on the meaning of the words, he will be zoicha to say it in the next world. Not only that, says the Zohar, you will be zoicha to see the crown of Mashiach. So it's almost like saying Oz Yashir is like a scholar to be here for Trias HaMesim, to be here in the next world, to get Olam Haba, and to sing Shira to the Rabbeinu Shalom in the most incredible thing. I want to read you another lashon of the Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda, which is incredible. Listen to this. He says, Kedein tushbachsa, the shirsa the yama kama, the ikimna, right? The person says the Oz Yashir, like we just said, Vahai tushbachta ma'alya mikol shao tushbacha da olma. The praise of Oz Yashir is greater than any other praise. So perhaps everything we've said now about Sukkot de Zimra, and we started all the way from Moedani, this is the climax, this is it. This is the greatest praise that we can give the Rabbeinu Shalom. And that's why when a person says this with kavanah, with understanding, of course, he will be zoicha, says the Zohar, as his quotes in Shah Shlishi, Perek Shishi, of the Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda, he will be zoicha to be here present and sing Shira to the Rabbeinu Shalom. So we're dealing with something incredible, something very, very important as well. I will tell you one last thing as well, which is very chashuv as well to know about Oz Yashir, and that is the Sfarim HaKadoshim bring down. This is also brought down in many of the Rishonim, and they say that when a person says Oz Yashir besimcha with happiness, that he just left Mitzrayim and he's gone through the Yam and experienced all the miracles, kaparas avonos for all his averos. Yeah. There it is. Oz Yashir is a scholar for so many things. And like somebody just mentioned to me before, it's at the end of Sukkot de Zimra, so sometimes they rush it through just to get to when you want to Baruch Hu and Yishtabach and Birchas Krishma with the Olam, which is, I hear, but Oz Yashir, this is great, this is unbelievable, this is so penetrating, this is so important and so powerful. So Rabbi said, we'll just say a few words today in the Mitzvah Shem. Tomorrow we'll continue, as I said, in something like this. It may be similar to Hoida. I don't know if we're going to get to all the words, but we'll try to get through as much as we possibly can. And we start, because of course we start with Vayosha Hashem Bayomahu Es Yisrael Miyad Mitzrayim. We have to realize that the time and the clarification of the miracle and the actual salvation in Yeshua and Mitzrayim was only at Bayom Ahu, which was when? By Kriyas Yamsuf in that case. And that's why we say Dafka, Vayosh Hashem Bayom Ahu es Yisrael miyad Mitzrayim. True, they came out of Mitzrayim already, but the actual day of real salvation happened when Kriyas Yamsum took place in that case. And that's why also, by the way, we stand up at this time, even though some people stand up already from Vayivarach David, to show the Kabbalistic, things that we are saying and the attributes of the Rabbeinu Shalom. But here we stand up for sure in recognizing the Kabbalah's Ol Malchus Shemayim, the Kabbalah's Malchus Shemayim, the acceptance of the Rabbeinu Shalom's sovereignty in the world is very important. Vayari Soles Mitzrayim, Meisal Svasayom. Now, if you think about it, as Rabbi Victor Miller points out, that this is actually a Tosefes Chesed, meaning we didn't have to see that the Mitzrayim were washed up dead on the sand, on the beach over there. We didn't need to see that. We could have just got through. There's a special miracle. Vayar Yisrael es Mitzrayim Meisal Svasayom, says Rabbi Victor Miller. Why? Because number one, they saw that revenge was taken against their enemies, and also they also understood that they were dead, which means they were no longer worried that they were running after them and had to be scared of, oh no, what if the Mitzvah were going to catch up after us? So that's why Vayar Yisrael es Mitzrayim Meisal Svasayom was a tremendous, tremendous thing, because it's unusual that they will be spit out on the same place. So therefore it's an amazing, amazing thing. Which is amazing because it shows us that they saw everything that went on, which again, also extra, says Rav Victor Miller, right? Asher Asa Hashem Mitzrayim, we don't know what it's talking about. They saw, what did they see? They saw what Hashem did. Elamai, it means over here that they saw that which the Rabbeinu Shalom did, but kavana, with meaning, specifically, midah keneged midah, in the right way, and the outcome was what? Vayira Amas Hashem, they feared Hashem, meaning Yiras Hashem. They had Yiras Shemayim after that moment. Vayaminu ba'Hashem uba Moshe Avdai, which also we know is a very, very famous Yisod, because what does it mean? Vayaminu ba'Hashem. They saw the Yam opening in front of their eyes. They saw the walls become solidified of water on their left side, on their right side. You don't need the munah on something that you can see. I don't need the munah that there's a table in front of me. I see the table. Klal Yisrael needed a munah that the Rabbeinu Shalom did that. They saw it very clearly in front of their eyes. Right? Zeh Keli, this is my God. They pointed it out themselves. They could see that clearly. Elamai, says Rav Schwab, do you know what the emunah that we're referring to over here is? Not the experience of Kriyas Yamsuf that they saw, but the result of this world-shaking event that took place that would have a continued effect on them in that case. And of course, Moshe Avdoi means that we have emunah not only in us, in the Rabbeinu Shalom, but also on those that the Rabbeinu Shalom appointed, namely Moshe Rabbeinu over here. Mit Hashem, tomorrow we'll continue with the words Oz Yashir, with hopefully learning a meaning and understanding, so that Be'ez Hashem tomorrow when we say it, we'll say it with greater kavanah Be'ez Hashem.